Bible Codes with a Republican Point of View by R. Edwin Sherman, Director of the Isaac Newton Bible Research Society and author of Bible Code Bombshell. You will crush the guilty Saddam, and the month of Iyar, May in 2003, will be restful. We first discovered this code in December 2001, approximately 15 months before the war began. George W. Bush was president, and this code appears to be descriptive of his war on terror. It is part of the extensive Ezekiel 37 cluster. On the first day of the month of Iyar in 2003, Bush declared victory in Iraq. The ensuing month was the most peaceful one during the many months after it. J. McCain is humble in my shadow, a memorial of the corners of death as a question. The corners of death conjures up the image of the small, dark, dank cell that John McCain suffered in during his lengthy experience of solitary confinement as a POW in Vietnam. McCain was a POW for over 5 years, during and after which he was one of the most famous POWs in the history of the 20th century. That his fame in this regard is real is truly a memorial to the horrors of a solitary confinement cell. J. McCain's prison has elevated him. Although most Americans know that McCain was a POW, few realize how long and cruel his imprisonment was. In this code we find the word prison used directly. Certainly his imprisonment has elevated him or has given him a prominent status and reputation in our society. Provide a picture of terminal illness. The days of Saddam are over. This CLS was discovered within days of September 11, 2001. But it has never been clear whether the code refers to an illness suffered by the Iraqi dictator, an illness caused by weapons of mass destruction, or some other possibility. Saddam Hussein was found guilty and convicted of crimes against humanity by the Iraqi Special Tribunal for the 1982 murder of 148 Iraqi Shiites. He died on December 30th, 2006. Watch the connection where McCain has adjusted 100. There are 100 senators, so this code could refer to some move by McCain to cross the aisle between the Republicans and Democrats and to embark on some kind of joint legislation or effort. McCain has a well-known history as a political maverick, and it would be characteristic of him to do such a thing. I will be given a cross-section of the fish of S. Palin from my bread, A Song of Milk. S. Palin may refer to Sarah Palin, former governor of Alaska and controversial running mate of John McCain. This code could be from the point of view of someone living and working in the fishing industry in Alaska. A cross-section of the fish might refer to the fishing industry, and from my bread may refer to making a living from fishing, as in the phrase earning my daily bread. Change? No. Woe, they are a gift and an obligation to the Father from God to McCain. The beginning of this code sounds like a direct rebuttal to Barack Obama's "Change We Can Believe In" slogan. One could imagine the McCain campaign shouting back, "Change? No!" Somewhat surprising is the spiritual tone of the code, as McCain had to work at building a base in the evangelical community. A bush will rush, there she is, provide a complete peace. The bush here is the garden variety, but could be seen as referring to George W. Bush. Conquer the axis of evil in the island, or an elephant that I raise will fly. In 2002, George W. Bush first used the term axis of evil in his State of the Union address, and often repeated it throughout his presidency to describe governments accused of helping terrorism. Iran, Iraq, and North Korea are three such nations believed to be building nuclear weapons. The phrase axis of evil was used as a rally cry to garner support for the war on terror. The elephant is a symbol of the Republican Party. Lengthy is approximately equal to improbable. Unlike the codes displayed by most other researchers, the ones presented in this video are very unlikely to be due to chance. Why? Because they are lengthy multi-word codes. Sometimes they are multi-sentence codes. The longer a code is, the more unlikely it is to just be a coincidence. We begin where others stop. We start by looking for occurrences of a single word code. Most other researchers stop there. We go on and check to see if that single word is part of a phrase or a sentence or more than one sentence. The resulting codes are single continuous equidistant letter sequences, ELSs, not single words within a matrix. Codes echo content of literal text. We have been astonished at how often we find very lengthy, coherent codes that echo the content of the literal text where they appear. Truly remarkable. Take, for example, the 9th code presented in this video. Just finding axis of evil wasn't remarkable, but to find that it is part of conquer the axis of evil in the island, or an elephant that I raise will fly, is truly remarkable. He will illuminate their expectation from a state of chaos. With whom is he exploring, and was Obama the father charged? When we first posted this code, we conjectured that it might be saying that Obama is attempting to shine a light on people's hopes during a time of social, financial, and political upheaval in our country. Now we cannot help but wonder if this code refers to the implementation of the Affordable Care Act and its resulting chaos in the medical and insurance industries. Thank you for viewing this video. Look for Bible Code Bombshell at your local bookstore or on Amazon.com. For more information, visit BibleCodeDigest.com.